Hey guys, this is Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms, and today I'm going to do a review. It's the 100-hour review of my 2014 Husqvarna GT52XLSI. This is Husqvarna's premier garden tractor. Comes with the K66 ELD transmission, which is electronically locking rear differential, and it's got the 52-inch fabricated deck with a lifetime warranty on it. And man, that thing weighs a ton. But it's a great deck. I haven't really done a whole lot of cutting with it. I use the tractor mostly for gardening work and driveway maintenance, but as of right now, as of this year, it's going to be repurposed as a full-time cutter. So I'm going to be taking the electric sleeve hitch off of this and moving it over to my other tractor, and this will just be used for mowing. But here it is at 100 hours, and the review is overall extremely positive. I couldn't be happier. Transmission is holding up extremely well. The mower in general is holding up extremely well. I haven't had to replace anything other than routine maintenance items. I haven't had to replace the belts. I haven't had to replace any of the tires, although the front tires are original. The rears I had to upgrade to Ags with wheel weights on there, but I'll walk around to the back here. So that's that electric sleeve hitch that I had added on there. And I'll come up here closely and give you the model number and all that good stuff, if you can read it. Alright. Yeah, it looks like 1/17 of 14 is the manufacturing date. I bought this 2014, so that makes sense. Sometimes you end up with last year's model, but I guess that wasn't the case. So, things I like about this tractor, obviously the locking rear diff is great for snow plowing in the winter and doing gardening work. I also love that high back seat with the armrests. Armrests are super convenient. The deck, I've only cut the yard a few times with it, but it's a monster. I think you could probably run over a tree and it wouldn't slow it down. It's not going to dent it or bend it, that's for sure. Few minor issues I've had with this unit are all related to the smart ignition system, which I will show you here in a second. Other than that ignition system, I have had, those are LED headlights. A few of the little LEDs don't light up, and that seems like a minor gripe, but I do most of my snow plowing before the sun comes up or after the sun goes down. So it's kind of a bummer, because they are plenty bright when they work, but I'm probably going to have to take them apart this year and see if I can fix them or replace them. That's been kind of the only issue I've had with the rest of the unit. So let's talk about this. The elephant in the room. Yeah, Husqvarna's brilliant idea. Yeah, hey, let's replace a $16 key lock with a $100 electronic item that no one asked for, no one needs, and no one wants. Yeah, sounds like a great idea, Husqvarna. Thanks. And you can't even get a retrofit kit to throw the thing in the trash and replace it. So that's just lovely. If you can avoid this, and I think they've pretty much dropped it because everyone universally hates it, I would do that. But in order to get the features that I wanted, I was stuck with the dump switch. The other functions I have here on the dash: locking diff. Got my PTO for the deck. And there's also a charging port up here for charging the battery, but it doesn't come with a charger, so I just charge it by lifting the hood. Let me see, I'll fire it up here. Right at 100 hours. As you can see on the clock there, it's right at 100 hours. Now, it's treated me quite well. One small tear in the seat there, but none on the base here, although it does show some wear. It's a great seat. Can't speak highly enough about that. Also like the grab handles that it has. I found those to be very helpful when going on steeper hills sideways. We'll pop the hood here and take a look at the engine. It's got the Briggs & Stratton Endurance, 24 horsepower. No real complaints. Haven't had any issues with it. The battery's been replaced once under warranty, actually. It came dead. As you can see, it's got some corrosion there, and it's getting ready to get replaced. I'm going to clean those up too. And I'll be doing another video probably within the next few weeks. At 100 hours, this engine is due for spark plugs, air filter, fuel filter, and an oil change. So I'll make a video on taking care of that 100-hour maintenance. And this is stuff you really ought to keep up with. At the bare minimum, please change your oil and change your air filter. You know, spark plugs, you can take them out and clean them, but you know, keeping fresh oil in your engine, especially something like this, is just paramount. So, but overall, great engine, plenty of power, relatively quiet and not too bad vibrating. You know, the rest of the frame. Oh, I'm pleased with that overall. During the winter months, I've got a Dozer Blade, which I have another video on if you want to look at it. I've taken that off for the season. That hooks to the front, and I've done plenty of snow plowing with this thing. Really proved itself to be effective at that. Couldn't have been happier with that as well. This is the Hydrostatic. It's got the pedal operated. Most of the tractors I've had before this that had hydrostats had the shift lever hydro, so it was a little getting used to it, but it's just like a gas pedal on a car. Push down to go and push back to go in reverse. This does burn a bunch of fuel, I'll tell you that much. Just working in the field and tilling the garden, stuff like that, that engine is not fuel efficient. I would have loved to have gotten this exact model with a regular key switch in the Kawasaki engine that they offered, but wasn't available. You know, they have the GT48, which I think has the Kawasaki engine, the fab deck. Or no, I don't think it has the fab deck, but it has a Kawasaki engine and a fast engagement transmission, which I don't think it has the locking diff. Then they have the 54 that has the locking diff, but it doesn't have a fab deck. So there's like 3 right at the top of Husqvarna's list that all compete for top of the line. And this is the one I decided to go with. But like I said, overall, I'm giving it like an A-. It'd be a solid A all the way around if they had just... No, of course not. So anyway, that is my 100-hour review of the Husqvarna GT52XLSI. The I standing for intelligent, which it's not. The engine gets an A, no issues with it. The frame gets an A, no issues with it. The driveline gets an A, no issues with it. The deck is freaking awesome, it gets an A+. That chair is also freaking awesome, that gets an A+. The only thing I can ding it on is that stupid smart switch. So this is Eric. I promised I would make it, and I did. From Farpoint Farms in the mountains of North Carolina, saying that if you're looking at one of these Husqvarnas, and I believe they still sell this exact model, do not be afraid to drop the money to buy it. It'll last you a lifetime if you take good care of it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe. Plenty more where it came from coming up this spring.